In January of this year, I think it was the 22nd, the Fair Work Commission endorsed a brand new enterprise agreement. This would seem to me to be the case that an employee will get 4 weeks leave a year, 18 days paid carers leave, 3 days compassionate leave, 1 day to attend NIDOC week, and in amongst the long service special study leave, which is very generous. But I'm interested in clause 41.1.7, which deals with what I think is a new category of gender transition leave. Now, it seems to me, is it not the case, that an employee who identifies as transgender and who's been undertaking a transition will have access to up to 10 days transition leave, and that's in addition to the original or those categories that I just outlined. Is that the case?
I can answer that, Senator. Yes, I believe it is.
Okay. Can I just understand some of the rationale for that? Was that as the result of a survey or a study or something of that nature, or was this just a staff-led initiative?
While I'll confirm everything I'm about to say on notice, Senator, so we did look at not just what we had, we looked at, and again, an EA is a negotiation between the ABC and its and unions that representing staff. But there are other agencies that, my understanding, and government agencies that have this leave, and we've benchmarked against them. We pride ourselves on trying to create an inclusive culture. We have a diversity and inclusion plan that sits alongside that employment agreement, and we report on what we do in order to create an inclusive culture for our staff at the ABC.
Can you tell me how many have taken it up to date?
Senator, I'm going to provide that to you on notice, but I know that the number is very low, so I think it might be 2.
I'm just interested though, if an employee was, for example, to injure their knee playing football on the weekend, what additional leave can that employee access over and above their sick leave, so that they are also, given that 80% of Australian adults or thereabouts play sport on the weekend, is there a particular category of leave that the ABC has used taxpayer funds to cater for them?
Senator, so the leave provisions that you read out, and again, examples are good because I can use those examples in what I provide back to you on notice.
Sure.
But, so we have personal leave that's available to people to take depending on their circumstances and how they see fit. So in the case of a physical injury, then we would provide leave on presentation of a medical certificate or some other evidence that would suggest that they would have access to that leave.
But there is no specific, they would have to dip into their sick leave rather than access a special category. If you injured your knee is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
something is using
Senator,
that as an example.
I'm not going to be defensive about having gender transition leave in there.
But you are essentially, that means you are essentially picking favourites though, right?
No, we are recognising that that what we need to do as an employer that is an inclusive employer that is recognising the diversity that we have in our community and benchmarking ourselves against other organisations and agencies.
I would have thought 80% of people that play sport on the weekend are into that as well as an example, but let's move on.